What's going on? What's going on? I hope all is well with everybody. This is going to be a bonus read for Aquarius since you got the most views for the signs readings. I just started posting them again on this channel. So I'm going to do a bonus read for Aquarius. All right. So make sure you check out the readings on the channel. All right. Happy birthday, Cancer. It's Cancer season. Shout out to the Cancers. All right. Hopefully you enjoying your birthday season, your solar return, and all that good stuff. All right, Aquarius, messages for the Aquarius collective. What we got going on with them? What we got going on with Aquarius? Emperor energy in reverse. Oof. King, Knight of Cups in reverse. Chariot. Ten of Wands. And the Three of Wands. All right, somebody could be pissed off. They could be angry. They could be upset. Things are not in control, or they're not in control of things the way they thought they would be. Things are not where they want them to be. Somebody could be very aggressive or abusive. Somebody could have passed away too. The thing is that somebody, I just get that somebody's a very cold-hearted individual. I'm getting a cold-hearted individual here. Just somebody who just does not give a shit. This could be somebody who's married, Aquarius. Somebody who's married who, um, I don't know if you're in a marriage, or it's like an energy of somebody saying, you know what, we married and this is what it is, and yeah, I stepped out, or yeah, I'm doing this, and if you don't like it, it's too bad for you. And it's just like this is somebody who's in a relationship where it's like you're gonna have to accept what I do. I don't care if you don't like it or not. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna do what I want to do regardless. I'm gonna mess around if I want to mess around. I could care less. I'm also getting an energy of someone coming clean about being sexually assaulted or molested by an elder in the family. Okay, somebody could have been physically abused. Okay, could have been sexually abused. Okay, there's some type of a neglect or abuse that's going on here, and maybe you're to the point where you're tired of it. Somebody's tired of it. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on. Somebody don't they It's like somebody doesn't care how someone feels. It's like they're purposely not controlling a situation, not taking control of a situation, not stepping in. It's like, how you have a patriarch of the family, and he allows shit to go down, and he don't step in and say anything about the unscrupulous shit that's going on in the family dynamic. Like, this is somebody who refuses to step in for certain things, but yet they want to be looked at as if they're the patriarch of the family, or the matriarch, take it how it resonates. But I'm just getting a my way or the highway energy. Yeah, homeless. What I say? My way or the highway. Plus that Three of Wands made me think about somebody relocating. Plus the Cancer air energy, the Chariot. This is about somebody moving, or somebody not being able to afford to live in a particular home. Somebody may have lost their home, and their children may not want to take care of them, or may not allow them to move in, or may not show them any remorse whatsoever. But this could be a lover who maybe lost their home, and or doesn't have a place to stay, and whoever they're dealing with. I'm just gonna put it like this: if you don't want somebody squatting with you, be careful of who you let come around and stay with you. Oh yeah, I'm coming to visit. Da, da, da. Okay, yeah, but then you find out what the squatters' rights are. How many days someone could be in your house before you have to serve them with papers to get them out. Find out what your squatters' rights are in your state before you allow anybody to come stay with you. because I feel like somebody's playing a game here with the Emperor energy in reverse and the homeless. Somebody may not have a place to stay, and they're not going to tell you that with the Knight of Cup energy in reverse. They're not going to tell you that, because what's hidden is the Chariot energy. They're going to come stay with you, and then they're going to try to stay for as long as they can, and then they get the squatters' rights. And then with the Ten of Wands, you're upset here about it, okay? And you trying to figure out and help them, how, get out. How you going to, come on, you got to figure out when you're going to move, when you leaving. Okay, when you move and when you leaving. But this could also just be an energy of someone not being able to afford their rent, but they don't have any help from anybody. Okay, so somebody could be struggling to pay their rent. Yeah, we have the care energy clarifying, the Knight of Cup energy in reverse. Yeah, this is about somebody who may have a child, or they don't have children, so nobody don't give a fuck about them. That could be that too. But this could be a deadbeat dad who didn't take care of his kids, who doesn't take care of his kids, and now he finds himself uh, out on the street. But what's hidden from you is the Chariot energy. Tell me more. Tell me more about this. This is somebody who's trying to control the situation and make something go on, regardless to how somebody feels. Yeah, protest. So the family is protesting a situation, or someone. Okay, I'm wondering. Okay, I'm getting. Oh my God, I get so many stories, and sometimes I forget to. I'm getting another situation here where you have someone who doesn't follow the rules and the regulations, so as a result, they're put out. The thing is that they have children, so they're protesting. It's like, you trying to put me out because I broke a rule or whatever, but I have children, things like that. What am I supposed to do with the Ten of Wand energy? And then there's somebody trying to find a new place. The end result is somebody's trying to find a new place. They may not be able to, and maybe they're not able to take advantage of benefits because they don't have children, or something about them having children, or maybe the children won't let them live with them. Maybe they have adult children, and adult children are like, no, you can't move in. Or they do, but they're mad about it with the protests and the Cancerian energy. Like, yo, I don't want him staying here. It could be an elderly relative, a grandfather or a father that somebody has to take care of. Um, and he didn't take care of you when you was a kid. And so maybe now you feel some sort of way. But here's the Ten of Wands and the pride energy. It's like, look, I had to. I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying to do what I got to do to maintain what I have. Like, that's the energy I'm getting. But somebody's coming to visit with the Three of Wands, or they're gonna want to come try to visit. One or the other. Yeah, see, look at the idea energy popped out. Somebody got an idea. Let's go see such and such, or yeah, let me go visit such and such. But they not leaving. This person is not leaving. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you better look up. Don't be so quick to let people just come visit you. I'm telling you, because they're not going to leave. This person is not leaving. And this is somebody who may have a child too. Okay. And they're upset because you won't let them stay with them because they're family. The thing is this: if a person is your family or not, they're not obligated to do anything for you. No one on this planet is obligated to do anything for you. Like, people have to stop, because a lot of times people take advantage of family members. Well, you're supposed to be my family, but yet you just doing this because of the under the guise of family. You wouldn't go do this to a friend of yours. You wouldn't do this to a coworker. You wouldn't do this to somebody who's in a member of your group or your church, or you wouldn't do that to them. So I just feel like there's some bullshit going on here. Somebody may want to move in. This could be your older child. Like, Aquarius, you could have an older male child who's in his 40s, 50s, early 50s. So you could be in your 70s, and your older child is homeless. And you may be like, okay, you can move in because you know that they got young kids. But the thing is behind the scenes, you're pissed off about this. You don't want to deal with this. You don't want to deal with this. But you're trying to be cool because you're trying not to hurt someone's ego with the Ten of Wands and the pride energy. So you know, maybe you're trying to help them with the Three of Wands. You should like, okay, well, when do you think you're gonna be moving? So maybe you could have an older adult child who's fully grown moving back in. That could be a thing that somebody's dealing with as well. Or it could just be one of your, you know, maybe there's an older, mature man who is a lover of yours. And like I said, he don't have nowhere to stay. So he may come by and be like, oh, well, I want to come visit. And then next thing you know, you trying to figure out, well, when you leaving? When you said a month ago you was gonna be leaving, and here it is, you know, 2 months in, and you know what I'm saying? What's the homeless energy here? But I just get that there's an older, more mature person who's dealing with homelessness with the this is the high priestess energy. Like somebody's keeping this a secret that they're dealing with somebody who is homeless, or like I said, this is somebody who, on another note here, this is somebody who may have dealt with some type of abuse as a child. Okay, or you may be, I don't know if you're taking your child to a babysitter, or you don't want this child left in the care of this elderly person because they can't take care of them. Somebody could be telling someone, stop bringing your kids over to Nana house. Nana is not capable of taking care of that toddler. She cannot chase her around like that, or, you know, Pop cannot chase her around like that or chase him around like that because he's too old. So you could have some family members protesting that. So, you know, you could have this family member doing this on a low, so they keeping it from everybody else. But you know how, you know, they get on the phone and they be talking and then they slip out that that's what's going on, and then the problem with the family ensues, that type of thing. Yeah, here's the Ten of Sword energy in reverse. It's like somebody is taking advantage of somebody. I'm also getting a situation here where there could have been sexual abuse, sexual assault. I'm getting the energy of someone who, as a result of the sexual abuse or sexual assault that they experienced, physical or sexual assault or abuse that they experienced as a child, that they cut themselves. Somebody is what you call a cutter, like they cut themselves. Somebody could have tried to commit suicide, but the only reason they don't is because they have a child. Somebody could be frustrated because the only thing that they really are living for is their child, and maybe for whatever reason, maybe because they don't have money to give to the child's mother, the mother is keeping them from seeing the child, or the family's trying to keep them from seeing the child. You know how, I don't know if you've seen The Shy, like season 6. It was like one of the last 2 or 3 episodes. It might have been, I don't know, but it was definitely season 6. Remember when Nook is the one that has the baby by oh God, I don't remember her name, but she with Emmett now, and she pregnant, but her baby is by Nook. And I remember Nook killed somebody, and then he wanted, you know, immediately he came over to the house and wanted to hold his baby. Now, just imagine if she would have told Nook no, if her and Emmett would have been like, no, because he came over at 3 in the morning wanting to hold the baby because he had just been traumatized. And all he thought about was, yo, I want to think about my baby. I just want to hold my baby. So he went over there at 3 o'clock in the morning after he did whatever he did. And then he just, you know, woke them up out of their sleep like, yo, I want to see my baby. I want to see my son. And so, you know, of course, they let him do it because Nook will knock everybody out in the house, right? He will dead everything in the house. But it's like that type of energy here where somebody is just like, yo, I don't care how nobody feel. I want to see my child. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm getting that type of energy. But the family is protesting something. So it could be family members protesting some of the things that are done or were done in reference to this child. Maybe somebody feels like they can't keep their child because of what they've been. Yeah, here's the devil energy. See what I'm saying? So it could be that there is an elderly family. He's abusive. He's abusive. He could be a sexual predator too with the Knight of Cup in reverse. But somebody does not want their child around this man. There could be a man who was already involved with a woman, had a child with her, and now she's moved on to somebody else. But she's moved on to somebody who's very unsavory. This man may have a couple bodies under his belt. You know, he may have molested children, and that could be what the word is on the street or what have you. And so, as a result, this man and his family are protesting the mother having a kid around this new dude who is questionable. I mean, somebody's definitely hiding some toxic secrets here. This family has been hiding this with the protest and the devil energy and the chariot energy. Somebody's been hiding this. The mother and the father. The mother and the father could be fighting with one another because we have Cancer and Capricorn here. So I feel like the mother and father are at odds. The father may have moved out or may be moving out or may have been messing around and got somebody pregnant outside of the traditional family. Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles here, there's secrecy here. Somebody's tired of keeping this secret. But this man could have fathered multiple people outside of his. I'm just getting Papa was a Rolling Stone type of energy. Somebody could be trying to look family members up. Yeah, Six of Wands energy in reverse, idea, and the Three of Wands. Somebody could be trying to look family members up online. Or somebody's like, yo, I don't want him coming here. He can't move in here. He can't live here. Yeah, here's Temperance and the High Priestess. Why am I getting sacrifice? I'm definitely getting a child molester here. Okay, for some of you, that's not everybody. I'm getting that though. This is very spiritual energy. So this could be somebody who's in a group, a cult of some sort. And whatever, I feel like this person wasn't able to do what they were supposed to do, some type of initiation of some sort. They weren't able to do what they were supposed to do. Somebody is in some type of group or organization and their family does not like it. It's bringing negative energy to the family. It's like somebody is involved in some type of dark group, and as a result, there's things they have to do, and it has to do with spell work and witchcraft and things like that. And some of the things that this person has done, like I said, somebody got a few bodies, and it could be that something happens to one of the children because of the negative energy that this person has been involved in. And so the family is angry and upset at this person because they know what this person is into, and they know that it is karma. Because look at, and then here's the Chariot again, but in reverse. Like it's like we rebuke we rebuke you, we rebuke this. But this person doesn't care. Like they're gonna do what they want to do regardless. They don't care what other family members have to say or what the group or the organization has to say. I feel like if they were like, you know what I'm getting also, What was Fred Flintstone when him and Barney went to their lodge? What was their lodge called? But it's like Lodge Brothers, right? And one of them slept with the other one's wife and got one pregnant, or one of them did something to one of the children. Somebody may have been killed because of what they did to someone's child. So this is like somebody was killed because of they were a molester, a sexual predator. So it could make it look like it was a racial thing, but it really wasn't. Because here's protesting here with the chariot energy. You know, the chariot deals with stability and security. It also deals with the police. Okay, so you know, with the devil energy and the chariot energy in reverse, they could say that this is crooked cops, or it could be like a racial thing with the temperance energy here and the high priestess. You know, people's beliefs with the emperor energy in reverse. Um, Somebody was killed because they sexually assaulted children, and this is what the secret is. Somebody might know. Okay, so say for example you were sexually assaulted or abused by this individual, whether it's a family member of yours or not. Somebody, this person, you're not the only person that they did this to, and somebody found out about it and somebody killed this person. They unalived them, and the family is fighting about this. Yeah. Okay, so there's legal documentation, there's people filing paperwork. This is a complaint that's filed, okay, of some sort here. Tell me about this temperance and this high priestess. This is okay, yeah, the five of wands. Okay, so this is multiple people who did this. There's up to five people who did this to this man, or five people who were involved. This was a homeless man, or they kicked him out because they didn't want him in the group anymore. So this could be that this man was in the group and it's like, nah, he doing shit. We got to get him out of here. So I feel like that could have been what happened with this five of wands here. They beat this man to death. For some of you, that could have been what happened to him. I'm just getting like honor. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna have to look it up. Honor killing. Let me see. Okay, yeah. It says an honor killing is a shame killing. It's a type of murder in which a person is killed by, hold on, a person is killed by or because of their partner. Usually it's a form of femicide because it's culturally sanctioned. So it could be in this sense, instead of it being femicide, it's like this person molested kids and people decided to do away with this person. But from what I understand, the family knows about it, but they're protesting it because they're it's odd. It's odd. Somebody filed a complaint with the police department, is what I'm getting here. But with Saturn and this contract energy, this was a contract killing. Oof, Aquarius, I don't know what we done delved into here. Um, yeah, because this person went rogue with the chariot energy in reverse. They went rogue. They were into some toxic shit. They went rogue. They were into some power. They were power tripping and power. You know what I mean? Whoever this was, whether it's a cop or whether it's this person who's in the lodge, okay, with the emperor energy in reverse, who's in the lodge with the high priestess and the temperance energy, okay, and the homeless, they kicked him out of the lodge. This person could have held some type of rank. They may have voted him out. Yeah, because of his reputation with the five of pentacle energy in reverse. They may have seen something online about this. Yeah, this could be online. Somebody's looking this up online or seeing this online, but somebody's stressed out about this. They're trying to hold their head high and they're trying to keep something private. So I don't know if they know what time it is, but they're not saying anything. So this could be the perspective of somebody who knew about this death, knew how it happened, but is acting as if they don't know. But they're having a hard time maintaining that, keeping that secret with the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Okay, it's like if this was this person's relative, they knew what time it was with their relative, but they're keeping their mouth closed about it. It's like, yeah, I know he did dirt, and yeah, this is probably karma coming back to bite him in the ass because of the shit that he did, right? But you because you're related to this person, you're trying to, keep your trying to keep your composure, your wits about you, what have you, because of this situation. It could be very embarrassing with the Six of Wands. Hold on a sec. All right, Aquarius. So yeah, it could be very embarrassing. Somebody could be trying to keep it to themselves. So somebody's father um, may have been, it could be a police officer in the military. It could be in the Grand Poobah Lodge. Okay, it could be any of those types of organizations here where somebody was doing dirt and they got sloppy. Okay, and it leaked out, something like that, and they may have had to do away with this individual because of his sloppiness. Yeah, resistance. This is somebody who refuses to follow the law, whatever the law is. This is somebody who does what they want to do. They went rogue. I'm getting double energy of rogue with that Emperor energy in reverse and that Chariot in reverse. Envious. So there could have been someone who, there was some envious energy here. And then defensive. So somebody could be feeling defensive about the situation, feeling like they need to defend themselves, defend their honor. Okay, which is this Ten of Wands, pride, and the Four of Pentacles here. That's what I'm getting with that. Let's see what else comes out here. This could have been some type of street organization, vigilante, street justice, who may have taken someone off the street who was molesting kids or killing kids or doing some type of, you know what I'm saying? And a detective, look, I can't make this shit up. A detective is on it. Pisces energy, this is about something being very secretive. Here's the High Priestess energy. Okay, somebody keeping something under wraps. This is also the police investigation, keeping things under wraps as well. Okay, about this deceased man with the Emperor energy in reverse. And he could have been beaten to death, something like that. That may not be the exact way that this person died, but for some, that's what it was. Okay, with that Pisces energy, it's a mystery still. Yeah, it could have something to do with the Queen. Okay, this could have something to do with and there could be a female detective involved as well. But the Queen is the opposite to me of the Emperor energy. Okay, but this Queen could be his daughter. All right, you have the Emperor and then you have the Queen. So that could be his daughter. So this could be the woman that this happened to. She could have been molested by her father figure, or she may have found out. This is like, say for example, there's a police chief who was involved in some corrupt crimes and the daughter is finding out about that. But I feel like who brings it to light, it's very important that I highlight this as a female detective or a female police officer who brings this to light. Yeah, somebody's feeling trapped about this situation or trapped because of it. Karmics. Yeah, so this was all a karmic situation here. The person who did this is feeling, unfortunately, they're fulfilling a karmic duty. Okay, and then karma is catching back up. We have paranoid. Yeah, so somebody's feeling trapped and paranoid because this is the energy that's coming back to them, or the victims felt. But this person did this for a long period of time with the time energy here. Um, but I feel like they got sloppy over a period of time, because the Ten of Swords is telling me that this is more than one person that has experienced this. But the person just got sloppy over time, and as a result, ended up getting caught. Let's get one more deck and we'll wrap this up. Yep, integrity. Does the situation align with your morals and values? So for some of you, you know, this could be, like I said, you could know something about this, and it's just like you could be torn. You don't say anything, but you could be torn because you know, like he could have done something to you. He could have did something to another family member of yours. He could have did something to a friend of yours. This could be anybody who's in some type of organization. This could be a pastor, okay? Somebody who's a religious, uh, a leader of some sort. Yeah, release, radical acceptance and surrender, okay, can help you let go. So somebody is trying to let go of the situation. It may be hard to do with the chariot energy, and then the chariot energy in reverse, that's letting go, right? There could be some yeah, because with the Saturn energy, this is finalizing it, letting go of the demons that come with this. Like somebody's having a hard time. It's like, why should this person, why should we let them off the hook? Why should this person be let off the hook? Uh, there's protesting here, behind the scenes here. But I get that it's family and or police, or the police protesting I'm sorry, the family protesting the police's activity, or their lack of activity with the investigation. But there's an official report being put out. And we had, like I said, children. So some children were involved. Like I said, this is somebody who was a sexual predator. Okay, there's a statement that is being and that there was no police involvement is what I'm getting. Okay, with the defense. All right, so yeah, this is what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. Hopefully you got something out of this, and I'll see you in the next reading.